The Rodriguez Show.
And we are back on the Rodriguez Show. And we have our first guest for this episode. He's a recording artist. He's a podcast host of Stupid Geniuses podcast. He's the outreach and communications coordinator for True 100 Radio. He has a new single, Hungry, featuring Doughboy Tony and Billy Ami. And you can follow him on Instagram at YBG714. Give it up for YBG. What's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah. Thank you for having me, bro. I'm really excited.
yeah. It's excited. We're excited that I got to meet you.
Yeah, of course.
And we made that True 100 connection, and we've just been, talking ever since. So shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, appreciate it. I'm excited, bro.
Yeah. There's a lot of things you've worked on. You made a lot of videos. The new single "Hungry" with Doughboy Tony and Billy Ami is out now. How would you describe that, by the way? I didn't tell you before, but tell to the people.
Like the song, like the message you're talking about?
Yeah.
I wanted to. The reason why I made this song, the message is like, how hungry do you want it? How bad do you want it? Kind of like the drive that you have for it, And I wanted to get like. I was like, who are two of the most lyrical artists I know personally that I could put on? And they never collabed before,
Oh, okay.
And that was the first time they ever collabed and met and all that. And I feel like they would be like the perfect fit for it. So I was just like, you know what? I think they'd be the best ones to bring that message out.
Yeah, that's tight, man. And they can rap their asses off, Doughboy Tony and Billy. I mean, you too, man.
Yeah.
That's
Appreciate that, bro.
That's the new single, Hungry, and you can check it out on all streaming.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the beginning of, your radio career.
Yeah.
You were at Cal State Fullerton. Shout out Cal State Fullerton. I went there as well. The Titans. Shout out to them.
Yep. Titan Radio.
So what motivated you to start, a radio show on Titan Radio?
Bro, honestly, it was just a curiosity.
Yeah.
I was literally like going into like my third year in college. I'm like, what else can I do? I'm just partying out here and shit. And I'm like, you know what? I heard about the radio through a friend. I decided to check it out. Did orientation. Did my first show. Or signed up, did orientation, everything. When I did my first show, I knew it was meant to be. Funny story too, I rapped on my first show.
Oh, okay.
As like an introduction to the show. And I had a guest too on my very first show, and I was going live, and I promised you I never did radio before that.
Yeah.
So I was going in there blindfolded.
Damn, that takes some guts to do that.
And I have the video of me rapping on my Instagram. You scroll all the way to the bottom, it's still there.
Yeah. Mondo, imagine your first guest appearance on the show. I was like, do a freestyle right now.
I would not be able to do it at all.
No, bro. It wasn't
a
freestyle. I had it typed out, printed out. Literally, it's in the video, bro. I'm like this, holding it, printed out. So,
that's tight, man.
Yeah.
So I read in the interview that you did with Voyage LA was that that was where you you had been writing since you were 10. You've been making music, but this radio show kind of really motivated you to start doing it again. And why is that?
I think after interviewing artists, like I said, like my first year at Titan Radio, I was already interviewing like local artists at the time, and it wasn't too many as it is now. And I think just seeing the grind they were doing, and I was always just rapping for fun, like at high school lunch freestyles and all that stuff. So I don't know, it just kind of motivated me, like if they can do it, why can't I?
Yeah.
And I was still writing for fun, so I just decided to just take it more serious,
That's tight, man. And you stayed consistent. I mean, I remember you've been making music for a while.
Yeah.
And so you were at Titan Radio, and Jamal, he was not at Titan Radio.
No.
But you guys came together during that time, and you came up with True 100. How did that happen?
We kind of connected through social media first, just through mutual friends. And then I first met him in person at an event at Bourbon Street in downtown Fullerton. The Black Oak Seed, he threw an event. Like Unspoken Views performed, Travis Chase performed.
Nice.
And I saw him, and I was like, oh, what up? Because we knew each other through Instagram. And that's kind of how we connected. And then after that, we kicked it a few times, and he told me about True 100. And, he asked me to join. And once he told me, then I told Jules. And, the rest was history.
Oh, okay. So you guys you and Jules, shout out Jules, who's in the room as well.
Yeah.
You guys were already together before the True 100 Radio?
Me and Jules?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We met at Titan Radio.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Cool. So she's always been doing radio too.
Yeah.
So.
And now you guys have your own studio. How has that been?
Dude, it's awesome. It was something we've been wanting for a long time. And, once we got it, it was just one of the best feelings of the world. It was a little scary at first because, you got to pay the rent every month and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, fuck it, it's an investment. And, now the sky's the limit,
Yeah. And are you from Anaheim?
Yes.
So it was cool to have like a studio right where you live, right? Like not exactly where you live, but in the city, right?
Yeah, in the city. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's close to where I live now, so that's always convenient.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never thought in a million years this would happen.
Yeah, that's tight, man. Yeah, we're working towards that. I mean, this is not our studio. This is Hits 101 Radio, so hopefully, we'll be doing our Rodriguez show studio soon.
Yeah, man. It's possible, bro. It's possible.
Because it must feel cool to like go to a place where it's just to be creative or to do.
Oh, it's so nice, bro. Like just go. Sometimes just go just to like get out. Get away from the house. Sometimes just to hang out there and even work on music and stuff. So it's just nice to have that separate space.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah.
So we mentioned Jules. Shout out again.
Yeah.
So you guys work on True 100 together, and I have some experience with that. I have a podcast with my wife, but how is that working creatively with your significant other?
It's awesome, man. She's not, she's my best friend. She's my girlfriend. She's my love, but she's also my business partner and my number one critic. So like even before that, like she was always helping me produce stuff at Titan Radio with my content. She shot a lot of my interviews and all that. So she's been with me from the beginning. So we always had that chemistry. Yeah. And by the time True 100 already came, like that chemistry was already really strong. That bond was already really strong. So from this point, it's just growing. You know, and we have a good communication. We work well, and definitely I would not be able to do this without her.
Yeah, I mean, me and Mano talk about it all the time. Like, if it wasn't for our girlfriends' wives, for supporting us, we wouldn't be able to be here every Tuesday.
For sure, yeah.
Hey, man, gotta have your queen, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
So like I said, you're from Anaheim, and so is that where the connection to Viliami came? Like, how did you guys start working together? Because you've done a few things together now. Right?
Yeah, Viliami. So it's funny, like we've always followed each other since Facebook was actually cool. So
back in the day.
So yeah, I've been following
him
10
years.
Yeah, but it was one of those things where we had mutual friends, but we never talked. But I knew he made music. He knew I did radio. We just never talked. But and then I think just over time, I think I once just saw him. I don't know. It just random. I DM'd him once. Then he invited me to a show at Bourbon Street. Actually, it was at Bourbon Street. And then that's the first time we connected in person. Jules was with me too. And then ever since then, we just started talking more. And then he asked me to do a feature, which was Pioneers. And then, from there, he met my engineer. We recorded the song, and the rest was history.
Oh, that's tight, man.
So Pioneers is kind of what established our relationship.
Yeah, so that's cool that you're working with so many different people from where you're from.
Yeah.
So speaking of, the Orange County music scene, what's your opinion of it right now? I know that we had some hiccups with COVID, but now it's like up and popping. Like, and you've been at all these events. What do you think?
I think it's grown a lot. Like I said, I've been interviewing local artists since 2015, and 2015 it was such a different vibe. Like there just wasn't much going on. There wasn't a lot of events. There was artists, but not as much as now. And there's just a lot more opportunity for a lot of local artists. Way more opportunity than it was before. Because I used to throw events back in 2015, 2016 too, but it wasn't as common. It was harder to do events than it is today. Yeah. So I feel like it's gonna grow. I give it 5 years to the point where it's really gonna be known. I think. At least like other counties be hearing more about OC. I think we have a lot of potential, and I don't think it's gonna stop.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, 100%. Especially with like the stuff that was gone coming back, like the Cool Lab. Like you were there for that.
Oh, dude, I love the Cool Lab, man. Brian and them, Rocky, they're all those are cool people. They're cool people.
Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, for sure.
So one of the things that I was going to talk about, speaking of the scene, is the Brookhurst video.
Yeah.
That's coming soon. You said it's coming in June.
Yes.
You were able to send me a link to watch it early.
Yeah.
And this video is really dope. It has so many like cameos of people that we've had on the show, like prominent figures in the Orange County music scene.
Yeah.
Tell us about the conceptualization of that.
Man, it was honestly something I literally put together in a month.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like almost last minute because I made, and it's with Viliami. And I mean, the whole message of the song is about just for us, at least, growing up on Brooklyn Street. I grew up playing basketball on Brooklyn Street, had friends live out there. I still live close to it right now. Yeah. So it's just talking about just the scene of everything going on, with, the homeless and just all the famous little spots on the street and just everything that, just all the things that happened there. Yeah. And I decided, I want to try to put as many OC artists together in one video just to kind of show people like, look, we have a lot of talent here. Yeah. And maybe for the people that have never seen my music before might see this video like, oh, I wonder who all these people are doing cameos. So that's kind of like the idea I want to do. And I always try to help put people on and give them exposure in any way I can.
Yeah, that's tight, man. And I did see that. Yeah, you put Sammy Love in there.
Yep.
And, was it the guys from Swim, right?
Yeah, Swim, bro. Yeah. And it wasn't just artists too. I was trying to like just other people that are in my circle as well. You know, so like Manny from Catch 22, my engineer Andy, etc.
Nice. And that's one of the things is I noticed about your videos. They're really well done and like very cinematic. Like How do you even start planning a video like that? You know?
Man, networking first. I mean, so like the Pioneers video, and I think I'll show you the 4 City Cypher. Those are shot from the same guy named John Vo. I went to college with him, and we were in the same fraternity together and stuff. And he does like big video production stuff, like he does short films and things like that. So it's just been networking for me. Brookhurst was down for my boy Mavi from Ghost House Productions, and what's it called? I met him through Viliami, and I think it's just networking and just being. You kind of have to be a little picky when it comes to finding the right videographer to get that right quality. And I'm always about quality over quantity. So.
Yeah, it's true, and it really shows in the videos.
Appreciate that.
So like we talked about the future of the music scene in Orange County, but like looking inward, like for yourself, right? You've already make music. You're working on True 100 Radio. You have your own podcast. What is your like? What do you want to do? Like, what's your ideal situation? Do you want to be a touring artist, or you want to do multiple things?
I definitely being an artist is not the end goal for me. I am managing Billy Ami now, and in the future I do see myself possibly managing other artists. So I really think like at the end of the day I'm not gonna be just the rapper. I don't want to be the rapper, that top rapper that everyone's gonna look up to. I'd rather go like the Diddy route. That's kind of more like I feel like I'll always be making music because I love to, but I don't want to be the main biggest artist out here. I want to help whoever is that main artist, help them get to the next level. So producer, A&R, that stuff.
Yeah, man of all trades. That's what's up, bro.
I try.
No, that's for real. Because and even then, like, let's say if you were just focused on being an artist for a certain amount of time, you kind of get a new glimpse at a certain route you want to go, and it's like, man, I want to try that shit. And then you really fall in love with that shit too. So it's like cool that you have different kind of, I guess, aspirations.
Man. It's good. It's good to expand yourself. I really feel that's how you can really just get better as a person.
Yeah. Dope. Well, what else are you looking to do this year? I feel like you're just knocking goals out one by one. But what is your goal for this year?
I mean, definitely the Brookhurst remix video. That's something I have pretty planned out. Like I have a lot going on with that. Like I'm planning to do like a challenge, and I already got other artists that are gonna get on it and do things like that. Besides that, I mean, True 100 Radio. We got a lot of events coming this summer. A couple FTG, a couple at Continental Room, at that house that we were talking that you threw your event at.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. So, I think mainly gonna be focusing on that, just putting all that together. I am dropping an EP this year. I don't have a date yet, but I will soon.
Right. When you got a date for that, come through.
No, for sure. But it'll be like the second half of the year for sure. But yeah, I mean, mainly that, and just Viliami, he's one of my priorities. So just helping him, with his project that he's dropping this year, and making sure it's successful. So really just putting a lot of different things together.
And if all goes well, we'll see Viliami here next week.
Yep.
So well, that's great, man. And you're gonna do a verse for us on track, and we're excited to hear that. Before that, though, we have this segment called 60 Seconds with. Are you ready for 60 seconds?
Maybe.
Right. This is 60 seconds with YBG, and we're gonna start with favorite cartoon character.
Oh, SpongeBob.
Favorite song right now.
Viliami Ferris Wheel.
What would describe you when you were a kid?
Shy.
Do you have a hidden talent?
I'm good at 2K.
Indica, sativa, or hybrid?
Hybrid.
Netflix, Hulu, or HBO?
Right now, Hulu.
Best friend in high school?
Raul Monreal.
First CD you ever bought?
Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent.
First song you illegally downloaded?
Damn, I don't know. I'm gonna say Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Still Dre.
And then favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Shoot. Oh, I Am Legend.
And your favorite thing about hip hop?
The culture.
And that was 60 seconds with YBG on the Rodriguez Show. You did it under 60 seconds. I thought we were about to run out of time.
Bro, me too. Oh, shoot. That was awesome.
All right, so you brought us this beat, and you're going to do a verse over it.
I'm going to try.
Are you ready for this?
I practiced this. I hope I don't fuck it up. So let's do it.
All right. You can follow him at YBG714. The new single, Hungry, is out now. Check everything out. True 100 Radio, his podcast, the Stupid Geniuses podcast. This is YBG on the Rodriguez Show. Let's do it.
Shout out Cozy Cloud. Yo, check it.
it's YBG on the MIC with Cozy Cloud on the beat. Come follow Ali, yo. It's YBG on the MIC with Cozy Cloud on the beat. Come follow Ali, yo. I hits 101 with Caesar and Mondo. True 100 radio coming clutch like Rondo. I'm out of this world like I'm Apollo. I'm staying with the present cause we gifted for tomorrow. Now let me take Kyle shit like Sammy Love. Blake Jones headphones with Eric Young. Don't sleep on me like Daniel James 3 Z's. No contact with the past like the 3 C's. Yo, ice in my veins like I'm Frosty. In the studio cause I'm saucy. I'm rapping Halo City Viliami. Don't stop me. On radio and rap. Don't act like you forgot me. Don't act like you forgot me. Yo, Ken Fullerton make some noise. Ayy, ayy. Santa Ana make some noise. Ayy, ayy. Can Anaheim make some noise. Ayy, ayy. Juice County make some noise. Ayy, ayy. A-Town, 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 let her bounce now. Yo, hold up, can't forget J-Mac. Legend Lincoln at where Ray B at. Ain't nothing sleazy like my boy Travis Chase. City Buena Park is where they yelling out his name. Now before we end this, I got a few things to say. You know we put in work, so we must know the way. Not only a rapper, just a radio host. Got managing other artists, so you know where to go. You know, get your BMI or your PRO. You know, educate yourself before you open the door. You know, always staying up and never hit the flow. That's just the way it goes. It's YBG and Cozy Cloud out the 714. Whoa. Yeah.
YBG on the Rodriguez Show.
Yes, sir. Yes,
that was fire, bro.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much. That was so tight. You incorporated so many of the artists.
Yes, yes. That was the point.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Had to show love.